Hello, my name is Dominic Cogan. I'm a mindfulness teacher, and I just want to offer a few little tips around just dealing with what we're all dealing with at the moment, the COVID-19 situation. I think it's really important for people to acknowledge how they are feeling, or we should all acknowledge how we are feeling rather than rushing to just go for positive thinking. And positive thinking can be very helpful, but it's not always helpful if it means that we're denying the truth of our situation. So what mindfulness does is it gives us a chance to touch in with what's really going on for us, and we do that at the level of checking in with how we're feeling in the body, how we're feeling in the mind, and of course the body and the mind are completely interrelated. And then what's happening at the emotional level, and of course that's all connected with the mind as well. And seeing if we can make friends with our experience, including any stress or challenging emotions that might be present for us, such as anxiety or frustration or lack of patience with whatever situation we're dealing with. And we're all experiencing more of that at the moment because of the limitations on social contact. We have less options, less things we can do to distract ourselves or to entertain ourselves. But I want to introduce you to a short practice. It comes out of the Buddhist tradition, and it's associated with the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. And it's called the smile meditation. So you might feel this is contradicting what I said at the beginning about not rushing into positive thinking. So this isn't really that. So it's having already connected with the situation you're in, how you're finding yourself, and then choosing to incline the mind in a particular way, in a way that allows you to say yes to whatever situation you find yourself in. Yes doesn't mean that you're agreeing with what might be going on, but you're acknowledging that here it is and somehow it has to be embraced. And, I would say that if this meditation doesn't sit well for you, in other words, you feel, no, I don't want to do this, then don't force yourself to do it. We don't want to smile if it's kind of a contradiction in some way of how we're feeling on the inside. However, just trying out a smile even when we're not feeling great can be a way of influencing the mind. So just kind of changing the facial expression, the muscles in the face can have an influence on what's happening in the mind. So sometimes kind of putting on a smile in a very conscious way, having already acknowledged how we're feeling, can be a way of just kind of maybe switching things a little bit more, that makes things a little bit more pleasant for us. So I'm going to ring a bell at the beginning and at the end of this short little meditation. And the advice is to close the eyes, but you don't have to if it doesn't feel comfortable for you. So either closing the eyes or just dropping your gaze perhaps towards the floor or the table in front of you, and connecting with a sense of the feet being supported by the floor or whatever you're resting upon, and having a sense of the body being pressed into the seat of the chair if you're on a chair or perhaps on a bed, allowing the full weight of the body to be experienced. And just acknowledging how you are right now. How is the mind? How is the body in terms of energy levels, any tension, any tightness? Or perhaps you're feeling relaxed. Perhaps there's some discomfort or pain. or a wanting to move rather than sitting still. Simply acknowledging what's here. And then tuning into the emotional weather. What's the mood? No need to change how you are feeling. But we're going to do a little practice that is kind of, you could say, is a little experiment that can just gently allow you to be whatever situation you're in a way that seems a little bit lighter. So I'm going to link certain phrases to breathing in and breathing out, and then we'll shorten the phrases as we go on. And I'm just doing this as an example. You can do this practice for a longer period yourself if you like, in your own time. So these are the phrases you can say in your mind as you're breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I smile. And then on the next in-breath saying, dwelling in the present moment. And on the out-breath saying, I know this is a wonderful moment. And if it's the case that your mind says, no, it isn't, you don't have to fight with that, but open to the fact that maybe there is some aspect of the moment where you could open to wonder. It's a wonder that we can all sit up straight. It's a wonder that we can stretch our fingers. You know, the body itself is a wonder. If you can breathe and breathe out, that is something wonderful. So in saying it's a wonderful moment doesn't mean that everything that's going on is wonderful. You're just allowing the mind to focus on some aspect of wonder that maybe opens the possibility of joy. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I smile. And then on the next in-breath, dwelling in the present moment. Out-breath, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. And then when we get used to that, we can shorten these phrases. So on the in-breath, we just say breathing, out-breath, smiling, in-breath, present moment, out-breath, wonderful moment. Breathing, smiling, present moment, wonderful moment. Breathing, smiling, present moment, wonderful moment. And after doing that for a few minutes, you can even let go of the words completely and just breathe, just tracking the flow of the breath as it goes in and as it goes out of the body. And then you can come back to the words or the full phrase if you notice your mind is getting very distracted. And as you have that smile, it doesn't have to be a big smile for the camera. It can just be a trace of a smile or a half smile. You can see, does that affect the mood in any way as you're making that little smile? Wishing you well in these challenging times.